Welcome to the weekly show of What is School For? My name is Dr. I, and I'm the host of this weekly live streaming show. I'm also the CEO of Classroom Without Walls. And on this show, I interview leading education professionals, entrepreneurs, business leaders, and also students. And to come here, we discuss, debate, and disrupt education. And today, I'm really excited. I'm looking at my phone right now because I also want to go live on Instagram, and so we are literally live on all the social media channels, including Amazon Live. So today I'm really excited to have my own 10 years old son, Aidan, to come here on the show to share with us regarding his very first business adventure. And so we're going to talk about that. And so hold on, let me. And so to talk about his Hey, thank you so much for joining us. And to talk about his very first business adventure, which is a book appreciation society. Okay. And before we dive into that, a quick shout out to StreamYard for being a sponsor of Classroom Without Walls. Over the last several years, I have tried so many social media channels to go live and third party tools to go live. StreamYard is my favorite. So in the comment section, there's a link for you to check out StreamYard for free and for 2 weeks. So check it out. And we're also live on all the social media channels, including Instagram Live. So we do have people join us live on Instagram Live, which is super fun. And I also encourage you guys to join us live on Amazon Live. And so to join us live on Amazon Live, just enter classroom without words live, and you will be able to join us live on Amazon Live. And the reason you want to join us live on Amazon Live is because on Amazon Live, I have a list of carefully curated books that I have personally, look at all the books here, I personally read and reviewed related to education, homeschooling, disruptive education. And so I definitely check it out. And speaking of which, disrupting education, today I just got the news that my TEDx talk is on the TED page. That's amazing. I was really excited. So for those of you who haven't had the chance to watch my TEDx talk, I was talking about school, and the title of my TEDx talk is School is Obsolete. What is next? And so I'm going to share the link in the comment section. Make sure you check it out. And so I'm really, really excited. I'm going to share my screen in a second. But anyway, without any further ado, Aidan, come. Welcome to the show. This is your second time. Yeah, so you want to do a quick introduction? Who are you? What do you do?
Okay, my name is Aidan. I am 10 years old, and I have my own online business called Book Appreciation Society.
That's awesome. So also tell us more about yourself. Like, what are you interested in? Like, I know you're a homeschooler already. You also mentioned that.
Okay, I'm also a homeschooler, and I love reading and gaming. Warrior Cats is my favorite book, and right now I'm reading 30th book, and um, I have this one, and I have four more. I have four more series.
You want to show us all of your series?
Okay.
He is a reader. His ideal day is doing nothing, just like sit here and read. I think he reads more books than me. Like, seriously.
This is the first series, and this is the second series, and this is the third series.
So did you read all of them already?
Yeah, this is the fourth series, and this one is the fifth series, and I'm reading the last book of the fifth series.
Wow. Hey Phil, and thank you for joining us live. Hey Lance and hey Jane. So great to see you guys. And hey
Hopefully,
everyone on Instagram, on all the other social media channels. Yeah.
hopefully, Book Appreciation Society takes off really fast before I finish reading the last book. So then I can use that money to buy more books.
Okay, so before we talk about that, and I want to do I mentioned let me share my screen real quick because this actually just happened. I'm really, really excited. So here I shared earlier that my TEDx talk is right now posted on the TED Square, which is a big deal to me. So I'm really excited. I'm going to share the link in the chat box. Those of you who are interested and watch it and give me some like comments, things that you agree or disagree, your different perspective on education, whatever you think about. So give me some feedback. Okay, I'm going to share the link in the chat box. Okay, so let's go back to today's interview. We're talking about um, oh, and thank you, Dr. Mayna. Thank you for joining us live. Okay, so awesome. So Aidan, let me have the banner here. Okay, okay. And so tell us, you recently started your very first adventure, which is called Book Appreciation Society. So share with us, how did this even get started? Did you just wake up like from a dream that, oh, I'm going to start my Book Appreciation Society? So share with us what inspired you to start this.
Okay, so I didn't really wake up from a dream. I think it was from the planner. I think like somebody mentioned this thing called Cloud Appreciation Society. And in Cloud Appreciation Society, whoever created it, they just got money for posting pictures of clouds. And I was like, wow, that is like so cool. And I was like, I want to try that because like it's you can make money for something. You can make money so easily. And I was like, maybe we could do cat appreciation society. I could like put up pictures of cats. And Dr. Aisha was probably right. I probably won't be able to wake up early every day to take pictures of a cat. So I was like, okay, I guess we're not going to do that one. And then I thought of Baby Appreciation Society to post pictures of babies. And then I don't know why, but that idea just disappeared. Then I was like, and then you were like, well, Aiden, what do you really like? And I was like, well, I love reading books. So we can book appreciation society. And that's what I said.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna share this. Have you guys ever heard of cloud appreciation? I'm like when I first discovered it, it absolutely blew my mind away. And here, I'm not even lying to you. So this is the website for those of you like you should definitely check it out. It's called the Cloud Appreciation Society. And so what you do, I think you pay I don't know $40, $50, and I'm not sure because I never joined this, but you receive pictures of cloud to literally to really appreciate the cloud. So when I first discovered this idea, I got really excited. I started to share with my own children. For me, I'm an entrepreneur. I love just creating things and share the message. I was like, hey, Ada, this is just insane. Like, look, like you won't even believe this. And then we had this really nice brainstorm session regarding cloud appreciation society, and that's really how we get into. As an educator, I believe that we should do things that of interest to the children. And yes, exactly, Phil. Right? Never heard of it. And like, I hope you guys can take some inspiration from this. Whatever your children are interested in, maybe they're not interested in reading books, my 7 years old is really into coding. I was like, you know what? We could start a coding appreciation society with. This is like the template. I'm also using this with my own students at Classroom Without Words. Like, what a fun way for them to create and make some money, learn financial literacy, right? And do you remember what we discussed about money again? There are four ways that in our family that we talk about relating to money.
Spend, save, donate, and invest.
Exactly. So that's what we talk about, right? And I think growing up, one thing I didn't talk much about, which was money, right? It was not part of my education. So I had lots of mental block. This is something so scary to me. And then like now I'm a mom. I want to change that. So we talk about money all the time. Four ways: spend, invest, donate, and save. So like I'm really excited about this. Yeah, but Aiden, so okay, let me share the website for a second. And so here, share the website. So he actually built this himself. Okay, it's like very very little involvement from me. And this is our website. I will just show you guys here. Okay, and then there is a second page for you to pay and register. Okay, and so tell us, for those people who are okay, we talk about cloud appreciation. Like, yeah, what is this exactly? This book appreciation society? So can you tell us more?
Well, in Book Appreciation Society, I teach people how to read more books, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah.
So you teach people. So why do you think people need to read more books?
Well, originally, like kids, just they were just like not reading a lot of books, and mostly um, it's escalated because of COVID, and everyone's at home and they can't really go to the library and stuff. So they just spend home maybe playing video games or get stuff doing homework, online classes. So, but I definitely think people should be reading more books because like books I wrote these all down.
Yeah. So actually, he did lots of research regarding. So first of all, you mentioned that like children are not reading that many books, and actually, which reminds me just now as I think about this, and I interviewed Dr. Leonard Sachs on my show, and in his book, The Collapse of Parenting, if I remember correctly, and he actually mentioned that boy, there's actually gender difference. I'm gonna ask Aidan what did he discover from his research, uh, from Leonard, and he discovered that boys just in the United States, they pretty much stopped reading. I was very shocked when I read that. I was like, wow. So girls in general are reading more books, but boys pretty much stopped reading. So Aidan, what did you discover in your research?
Um, well, in my research, um, girls, uh, um, a boy reads about one half of a book each month, and a girl reads about 1 to 2. A boy reads about one half of a book to one, and most like Harry S. Truman, who said readers are readers, and I think that's really true because like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, they all read tons and tons of books. And Bill Gates reads about like 60 books a year, and most like CEOs and executives they read about 48 books a year. I read about 48 books a year because I love reading. But like average boy and average girl, they barely read.
Do you have any specific numbers based on your research regarding how many books are they exactly
Boys,
reading?
boys read about 9 books a year because sometimes they don't read more than 1 year. That's an average of 9, and girls read like I think 7 to 12, but that's basically
It's interesting. I'll share this. He actually created this. Let me make sure that you see this. Aidan actually created this, and so I love the quote you have here. Readers are leaders, and I agree. I love reading books, but I'm guilty that I only read two types of books: business and personal development, and that's the types of books that I personally enjoy reading. But this kid, he reads much wider range of topics than you. Okay, so why don't you quickly explain this? This is what he created. Why readers are leaders. You want to explain it to us, Aidan?
nice. So this is why readers are leaders. So like leaders like Elon Musk, his brother said growing up he read about 2 books a day. So if you do the math and that's 720 books a year, if you compare that to an average girl, she reads about 75% of one book each month and about 9 books a year. An average boy reads about 50% of a book each year and or no, each month and each year he reads 5 to 12 books. And Bill Gates, he reads 2 to 4 books a month and about 50 books a year, which is a lot of books. And most CEOs and executives, they read 4 to 5 books a month and 48 to 60 books a year. And I read about 3 to 6 books a month and 48 books a year. I'm only 10, so I have more free time. And I made this graph, and so it shows Elon Musk compared to Bill Gates and CEOs and executives. And then I also made another graph comparing me, an average boy, and an average girl.
It looks like you're reading a lot more. Does that make you feel good?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So this is kind of the inspiration, like why read the book. It's really fun to listen to him explain everything. And so tell us, we're talking about book appreciation, and so let me read this, Dr. Mena. And in contact with school-age children at an after-school, and most of them couldn't read, and once we came to quite exactly right. So like it's definitely a challenge. And here is from Phil, and more than 2 books a month. Soon have you getting more close. Yeah, that's amazing. I was wrong actually. I think I kind of read about 2 to 3 books a month. I don't read every single page. I skim through a little bit, and I read education related, business related, and personal development related. So recently, I have been reading a book talking about super thinking and talking about different mental models. I have been fascinated by that book. I have been talking about some mental models with my own children. So every day we discuss 1 or 2 different mental models. I really love that book. If you guys are interested, I can check out the name. I forgot it's like yellow cover. I'm just like, oh, I sometimes I wish I could spend the whole day just reading those books I love. So I can relate to him, the feelings. So Aidan, Book Appreciation Society, and yes, I know, right? So what did you use to create the graphic? I think what did you use?
Well, like the charts and stuff, I use Canva, which is one of my favorite tools because it's easy, but it's like easy to create like really advanced things.
Yeah, I love Canva too. So awesome. So Book Appreciation Society. Okay, I'm gonna have the website here. And so for people to like, okay, like maybe first of all, how much do you charge? And second of all, so when people are thinking about joining this Book Appreciation Society, what exactly are you giving to people? Like, what do they get?
Um, well, Book Appreciation Society is $5 a month, which is as much as a cup of coffee.
From Starbucks.
Yeah, from Starbucks. So you basically these so basically each month you'll basically buy a cup of coffee that's filled with books.
Yeah. So tell us exactly what are the things included in your Book Appreciation Society? When people join this, like what are you giving today?
Well, so these are like the 4 unique things that the Appreciation Society week. I send you daily text messages of book quotes that inspire you to read the book that I'm reading. And we also have a weekly Zoom book club, and we'll basically read a chapter and then discuss it. And there will be fun games and challenges. I might make some things. And there will also be some surprises, which I'm really excited about that.
I'm all about giving surprises to make things really, really fun. Yeah, I can't wait to think
And
about what surprises that you are going to. You can even do what I do for my planner, right? You can have give away some awards, like the people who read the most this month, you give them some award. But anyway, keep going. So what else? Are there anything else included?
yes, I also have like articles and PDFs on just how to read more books. And yeah.
That's it. I think you also told me you also have
Oh yeah, and I also have a list of recommended books, and there are I can't remember all of them right now, but there's my favorite book, Warrior Cats, And all of these, I'm not sure if you're gonna like them because these are my favorite books, but Warrior Cats, Last Kids on Earth, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and books like that.
It's awesome. So for this book club, I also remember you told me there is a private community.
On Discord, and right now I'm making that. And if you want to know more, just email me at addisonaidan@gmail.com.
You can share your email. So what is this Discord? Tell us more.
Mm, well, I actually haven't started it, so I don't really know a lot about it. I've never used Discord, and but I can't wait to try.
So this is a community that he's going to create for all the anyone who's going to join the book club will be part of this community. So what is the first book that you think you guys are going to read?
Warrior Cats.
And so why? I love the package. Yeah, we actually had some really powerful brainstorming sessions. To I think we developed the list as we were taking walks. Right, I love because I work from home and he is homeschooling, and so we can take walks. I think we gain lots of inspiration from. One day we just took a walk. We were talking about, hey, what should we include in this package? Because do you think you're a disruptor?
Yeah.
As disruptors, we challenge conventional wisdom, right? So conventionally, a book club includes what?
Well, you just if it's in person, you sit around in a circle, read a book, and then talk about it. If it's
Yeah.
on Zoom, then you basically do the same thing, but you don't sit in a circle.
I mean, also when you think about it, conventionally, what does a book include? Like when you purchase a book, what does that include? Like when you get a book, what comes with the book?
Well, sometimes if I get a book series, they'll come with a bookmark, and most of the time, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, like right. So that's where we gain this inspiration. Like he's a disruptor. He's a small disruptor. I'm a big disruptor. So as disruptors, and what can we do to challenge conventional wisdom? I recently just learned this from my own coach, and he was saying that conventional wisdom will only give you conventional results. Amen. If you want non-conventional, if you want like bigger results, you just cannot follow conventional wisdom. And I love that quote, which is also what I shared with customers of my planner. But anyway, yeah, so we really want to challenge that. That's why he and I were brainstorming, right? Imagine a book comes with a book club. And so all those things, I'm really excited. And I will go back to what we discussed earlier a little bit again. So you actually do lots of research. So what are some, I don't think you mentioned this, what are some benefits of reading books? You did mention that readers are leaders. So besides that, what are some other benefits of reading books? I think maybe it's time that we revisit some of those websites, some of those benefits.
Well, I wrote them all down here.
Can you
And
tell awesome?
okay,
I
so
love it, Phil. Yes, from one disruptor to another. Amen. Well, my entire family, we are quite disruptive. So anyway, so tell us, what are some of the benefits?
okay, so it enhances your brain connectivity. Um, and like it fights depression symptoms,
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
reduces stress. It aids sleep readiness, so like makes you sleep better. I'm not sure about you, but it just generally makes me happier and more excited. And it also increases your vocabulary, so like you can learn new words. And it lowers your blood level and heart rate.
Wow, I didn't know that. I guess depending on what book you're reading.
Yeah, true. Um, and that is empowers you. Also, it empowers you to empathize with other people.
What does that mean?
It 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 helps you like empathize. like when you empathize with someone, it means like basically putting yourself in another person's shoes. Like, oh, I understand this. I can help you and like help them. And
That's amazing. I totally agree. So, like, you give us quite a number of benefits. So, by the way, Dr. Mina just mentioned I can get interview with your company. I launched my first children's book. Yes, definitely. I think Aidan has been like he has been booked and he is doing I think two podcast interviews coming up and talking about his book appreciation. And if you guys follow me, I'm sorry, that's what I discussed in my TEDx talk. I have tested this live streaming interview project on hundreds of students across a wide range of disciplines, students from computer science, from communication, from business. This is the best project if you are really serious about helping your children be outside of your comfort zone. Were you nervous before we started?
yes,
Exactly.
the butterflies in my stomach have popped.
Exactly. Now those are the moments that really help them develop essential skills. And I personally, my communication skills, my interview skills have improved so much as a result of hosting the interviews. And I just cannot recommend it. So I'm excited for Aidan to do more podcast interviews. He has two coming up, which is exciting. And yeah, like that. Yeah. So those are the moments that we seek, to pursue, and those are the moments that grow us and define us. But anyway, and so I want to ask you. You are such a reader, and I definitely think you read more books than me. So I want to ask you, how has reading books benefited your life?
Well, one reading books, like when I'm like, I'm so bored. What do I want to do? Sometimes I can just maybe go outside and go to the park and just sit there and read a book, or I can just lie on the couch and read a book. And I don't think I go anywhere without a book, except for my fencing class and my obvious class. But other than that,
Yeah, like in my family, you will be constantly hearing me, Aidan, stop reading. Like, it's time to do this. And I hate to interrupt here, but if I don't, I think this kid will just not eat, not do anything, spend the whole day sit there and reading books, which is pretty amazing. Yeah. So book appreciation, and so tell us again, like how much are you charging, and for people to join.
$5.
Yeah, do you have? So we're talking about, we're like talking about mommy's planner. Every day we do plans. So we talk about our SMART goals. We also give us a stretch goal. So what is your SMART goal? How many people do you think you can get to join your book appreciation
Well,
society?
my SMART goal, I hopefully I'll be able. That's my SMART goal. I'll be able to get 5 people to join the appreciation society, and if those 5 people stick, that would be $25, and that's I think I don't think I've ever done I don't think I've ever gotten that much money, except for when I was selling stuff on eBay. Then I got it 75 pounds.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so that's great. And so here's a question for you, Aidan. So which one do you prefer, paper or like the e-copy
For like
for books?
oh well I prefer like actually reading them. But if I really want to read the books and I don't have it, I'll try looking for like an audio book or something like that or Kindle.
Yeah. So this is like I personally, this is my personal take on this. I used to listen to books from Audible, and I pretty much stopped listening to books because, like, man, I don't remember anything when I'm just listening. Because normally when I'm listening, I'm like cooking, I'm taking a walk, things like that. I think listening to books for pleasure is totally different from listening to a book for learning. For learning, and this is based on research that I discovered, we are actually writing things down. We are actually holding a physical copy. And the more senses you can activate when you're actually doing something, the better you retain information. All the audiobooks I listen to just 1 year in, 1 year out. And then because I have an example, because I remember I once purchased this audiobook. I was like, wow, I love this book so much. And then I actually got the physical copy. And when I was reading the physical copy, I was like, I don't even remember. Like, so every page was new to me. I was like, wow, what did I like? All the so that's why I'm not such a fan or advocate of listening. Again, for learning purpose. Okay, I think for personal pleasure, it's totally different. But for learning, like that's why for all of our children, I want them to physically touch it. And I'm an advocate, mommy's advocate of writing things down. Like
Yes,
because
if you write things down, you're 42% more likely to remember it, and like if you write down your goals, you're also 42% more likely to achieve
exactly.
it.
You are almost like 50% more likely. And not only that, when you're actually writing, you're activating both sides of the brain. Remember the question I always ask is, do you want to use one side of the brain or you want to use both sides of the brain? And I think most people love to use both sides of the brain. So that's why we have so many books in the house, and I just don't listen or like my husband does e-copy, but I don't know, different, yeah. And so here yeah, so here I agree. I don't remember as much. Yeah, exactly the same thing. Because when I'm reading books, I'm highlighting, like I'm color coding the sentences. And another important part is that I encourage my children to do is that when they read something, I ask them to paraphrase, because when you can actually teach this in your own words, like what we are doing right now, and when he can explain things in his own words, that's a indicator that you have internalized this. That is what I've learned as being a teacher. And when I can explain this, that means I really learned, like I really mastered this. Yeah, yeah. Journaling. Hey, here's a great question. Give mommy's a planner a plug. Journaling is great. What do you think? What do you think about journaling?
Well, um, sometimes it's kind of hard for me to write things down, but I've definitely noticed whenever I write things down, like I always remember it. And also, giving a shout out to your planner. Um, you should definitely get Dr. I's Disruptor's planner, and um, and there's this place where you, and there's this each day there's this room in the planner, and you can write today's win. Like it doesn't have to be a big win. Like maybe today I fed the cat, or walked the dog, or I took care of the baby or something.
Yeah. So this is something we do every night. And we're kind of going off topic a little bit, but like I want to share this. This is a quick reflection that he did. I was really, really powerful, and I shared this clip. I shared this clip in my planner's coaching call yesterday, and I want to share this. I mean, you don't have to use my planner. You could, I think, even if you just use a piece of paper every day to do some reflection, and that could just really, really help you in terms of your mental health, your happiness. So here, this is really short clip. I won't play for everyone. So what did you just say?
Well, I mean, I really like, I really, really, really like planning because for this planner it says today's wins. Like, if I didn't have a planner, I'd be like, maybe didn't do anything. But like, when I was thinking, like, each of the little things, like, if you write them down, it makes you feel really good. Like, I was like, I really didn't do anything. I was like, listen, I learned 2 new words. I learned how to make a track on my science class, and I learned 2 new jokes. Like, I mean, it's not really super big. Like, it didn't just save the world, but like, it still makes me feel really good.
So I so agree, and as a result of doing those things, we have definitely deepened our gratitude for sure. So anyway, let's go back to the book Appreciation Society. We're going to wrap this up pretty soon. So you pretty much kind of took control of this. I'm a facilitator, right? You pretty much took control of this project. So what do you have to do in order to create this book appreciation society?
So I put the challenges.
Yeah, so share with us what exactly do you have to do to make this happen. And as you do that, I'm sure there are challenges. So, and then share with us the challenges that you had to overcome.
Well, it was actually one of the challenges really hard to get started. I used ClickFunnels to do it, and I used ClickFunnels once, and I was like, this is too hard. I'm not gonna do it. And you're always recommending ClickFunnels, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it out and see if I like it, and I can always see if there are any other tools that I can use. And I tried out ClickFunnels for me. I still don't really. I mean, I understand ClickFunnels, but sometimes there's still things that I need your help on. But I definitely got used to it, and it's a really useful tool.
So, what did you learn from that? From being like, oh my
Magic
God,
happens outside your comfort zone.
that's definitely true, right? And so, are you glad that you actually push yourself, actually try this? Now you have this amazing website.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that is one challenge, kind of. So get the website ready. Another one is that it's really hard for you to get started. So why is that? I'm curious.
Because you're you're like, okay, how about book appreciation society? And it's ClickFunnels, and I'm like, oh, and it's like, oh, and we'll have so much fun, and we'll do like blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't really want to do it. Can't we just like take pictures and stuff? And I was like, I don't really want to take pictures of books. And you're like, well, we don't have to take pictures of books. And I was like, yeah, but like, um, the reason why I was trying to negotiate with you so we could do something easier, but and then I was like, hey, maybe we could like post out like book quotes, and then I don't know why, but we just didn't really do that, and then we were like, well, we don't have to do any of those. We can just like make a book club, discuss books, and how to read more books. And I was like,
And even I have to say that I'm proud of you for continuing to push yourself outside your comfort zone. And even just today, he was asking me, hey, because for the book club, we're talking about hosting weekly discussions, and Ada is constantly asking, hey, can we do this on a monthly, right? Because this is something that, oh my God, from weekly to doing this on a weekly basis, that's going to be like, can you share that with us? Like kind of your internal struggles, like really pushing yourself outside your comfort zone to make this, ideally you would
yeah,
probably prefer to do this on a monthly,
yeah.
but now we're doing this, you are leading the discussions on a weekly basis. How do you feel about that?
First, I'm not sure why, but like I'm a homeschooler, so I have lots of free time most of the time. Most of the day, I have like the entire house to myself, and like I can do whatever I want as long as like it's like my project. Like not like playing video games, but like working on book appreciation society, like adding new things. And I don't know why, but I thought I was gonna overschedule myself, and thought that was pretty funny. And like now that I have a planner, when I look at my schedule, I'm like, wow, I'm definitely not overscheduling myself.
So the question I'm trying to ask you is, and you want to do this on a monthly basis, but now we decided to ask you to do this on a weekly basis.
Well,
So how do you feel about this big change? Do you still feel scared? How do you work around the fear?
I still am kind of nervous. The reason why I want to do it on a monthly basis is because it would be easier, and weekly would be harder because like showing up is just like really
I think that's a mic drop. Like showing up is hard. Hey, I agree. Showing up it is hard. Yeah, yeah. But guess what? What is even harder is like not growing is even like worse than showing up. So
and I'm still a little nervous, but it's pushing me outside of my comfort zone, so I feel like something really good's gonna happen.
so what are you haven't got any members join anyone join this yet. But from this process, launching doing this project as a passion project, and so what are have you learned anything? What are some of the lessons you learned?
Well, I well, one definitely magic happens outside your comfort zone.
Mhm.
Or if you never try anything new, you'll basically, if like, if let's say you're a baby, if you don't try anything new, then you'd still be trying to figure out how to roll over onto your belly.
Okay, yeah, I love that. I definitely agree. Right. So, any other things that you learned, lessons, like from this experience so far? How about fear?
hmm Um. Well, I know how to overcome fear now. Like if you get really scared, you have to beat it. And you're like, all right, I'm going to do this. And something else that I've learned is I've also learned a lot of new tools, like such as ClickFunnels, and I've learned a lot from you. And like you said, like color coding things, like when you make things red, most people are like red, stop, green, go. So you 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 definitely taught me a lot of new things.
Yeah, so that's why I'm such an advocate of project-based learning because when he, so this is the logo that he designed. So let me share with everyone.
By the way, I use Canva. Make sure to check it out.
Yeah, so this is the logo he designed. So when he was designing his logo, he was choosing colors, and he and I we had the most profound discussion regarding the psychology behind colors. That's what he's talking about earlier. Red is generally like every color has a meaning. Do you remember the meaning for like purple and for orange? I think for purple orange is like creativity and like so different color has different meanings. This is something that I wish I knew when I started my business. I wish I knew when I designed my own website many years ago. But hey, you know what? That was a learning, right? So wait, what do I say using mommy sticker? It's not like I got criticized, but we
I
learned
learned
from.
from constructive feedback.
Yeah, I wish I had a sticker here. But anyway, so yeah,
By the
so
way, if you submit, it'll say, "Wait, your order is not complete," and then you have a chance to buy those stickers.
yeah, that's a surprise people can figure out. So, but anyway, so this is something we learn. Designing and talking about the psychology and color. I think that is another thing that we learn, right? So everything actually has a deeper meaning. You can before you start working on this project, did you know that colors actually have different meanings?
No.
Exactly. So like magic happens outside comfort zone, like designing and color, the psychology of colors. Remember, what's the meaning for green color? Like shirt green.
Like go, like action.
I don't think so. I think it related to nature. Remember,
Oh yeah.
like whole food, all those
Mhm.
things. Yeah, we talked about that, and oh yes, Kat just showed. Yeah, yeah. So here's a question from Lillian. Thank you for joining us live. So, what is your hope for youth when it comes to reading? Yeah, and what is you? Of course, you were talking about you want to make some money because in my family, I don't really just buy whatever they need to do. They have to kind of like earn it. But anyway, so you want to make some money, which I totally understand. And so, what are some other hopes and goals for you? Like the bigger ones go beyond money that you want to do this
Well,
book appreciation.
um, I really hope like anyone that joins my group like will come and they're like saying, "I'm not reading books. How do I read more books?" Like everyone I know, like my mom, or my brother, or my sister, or my dad, they're always or my friends, they're always saying, "Hey, you're not reading enough books. You need to read more books." And like I'm really worried. And whenever I get a customer like that, my hope is for them to like leave and like the second they leave, they take out a book and start reading it.
That it's money is a factor, but definitely money can only push you so far. I think when you have that great desire to help people to read more books, I think that is what you should stay in that lane of emotion that will keep you going for a long time. Yeah, and my goodness, it has almost been an hour, so I'm really proud of you, Aidan. Right, starting this is your very so your very first. This is actually not your very first online business. So before this, you were selling stuff on eBay. And you actually made some good money. You got lots of stuff from me. I'm really proud of you. So besides the eBay, this is kind of your very first real online business adventure. So do you think you want to encourage other teenagers like you, 10 years old, 9 or 11, be older, to start working on some passion projects, start an online business? Is this something that you recommend others do? And yeah, share that with us.
Well, yes, I definitely recommend trying to start your own business. It'll push you outside your comfort zone. You might learn. You'll probably learn a lot of new things, and if it takes off, you'll um I like having a lot of friends, so I'm always like I want more friends.
Yeah, and what is a great way because and one thing we do struggle is as homeschoolers, especially with COVID, it's just so hard to arrange play days. And then this is a great way. Why don't you create your own friend club, right? So this is a great way. So yeah, definitely, I love that. And so, what advice that you have? Like maybe there are some other young people or parents who have young children, like your age, 10 years old ish, and they're thinking about, oh, I want to start a business, like how you are feeling. It's like I'm scared, I have lots of fear. And what do you want to tell those people, like how to cope with your fear?
Well, you should just like say to yourself, "Hey, you got this," and if you're really scared, you can tell yourself, "Take a break if you want, take a break." But you shouldn't like take a break. But like when I say take a break, it's not like forever. Like you can't just turn away, cause like if you turn away from your business, you're basically turning away from the money that you can get and potential customers.
That you can help, and yeah, definitely. And so do you have some specific techniques in terms of, are you like, do you think, are you still afraid, do you think you're still like, wow, like imagine now you have like one person join this book appreciation, like they paid you $5, they join this, how, like imagine that right now, how is that making you feel?
And by the way, okay. Wait, I just want to say one quick thing. Imagine you're biting into a really sour lemon, and like you can feel on your tongue, and your eyes are like ah, and like your face is like and your face is like twisted. Like I can taste it in my mouth already.
Mhm.
But your brain can't really tell the difference between real like real life and your imagination. So I can easily imagine it right now, and I would be really scared and really nervous. Like no one has ever been like I've never hopped on Zoom with a random person and be like, all right, like read some books and like do Kahoot and yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited for you to push your fear, and this is literally how I'm kind of facilitating him to grow his comfort zone. Right? You guys can, I can tell he's definitely outside his comfort zone. But I'm excited to see even one person joins, how this one person, how you're going to. But are you also excited? Are you also excited to change this, whoever, a boy or girl, to encourage this person to read more books like you? Are you also excited about that?
Yes, I am like very excited, also very nervous.
Join the club. Join the club. That is literally my entire month, January. My entire month, like January, was that feeling, scared and excited at the same time because there were quite a few big things happening in my life in January, almost like on a daily basis. I was like, I feel so good, and then another day, oh my god, I felt like crap, like alternating between two extreme emotions. And I think that is a sign that you are actually trying something new. Okay, so why don't we do a final plug, and then we're going to end this. If you guys have any questions regarding the, oh yeah, who is the age group that you are thinking about for the Book Appreciation Society?
Well, I'm targeting like 9-year-olds to maybe I don't know, maybe 13 or 14-year-olds. Like if your kid is like 7 or so, I'm not sure if they're gonna understand everything. So I recommend letting them like, and also if we're doing a book that you're uninterested in, you can also like once your group gets bigger, you can recommend your own books. And if you don't like the book that we're reading right now, you don't have to join, and you can read anytime.
Yeah, so it's monthly. You can do it any month and you cancel anytime. So I like that flexibility, and I hope this is my dream for you. Is Ada? I hope one day you can start a book appreciation society scholarship, right? So maybe you can even donate books and money to
Like libraries or places where
libraries.
they don't have books.
Exactly. Like how amazing is that, right? Like you starting this, maybe move. Do you have a hashtag now as I'm talking about this?
Not yet actually. I don't. No, not yet.
Awesome. I can't wait for you to really implement this. I'm sure this is maybe in a few weeks, you can come back, we can talk about it, see how many students you got and what are like how you are actually leading, as you said, like Zoom, complete strangers you don't even know, and actually have a conversation, lead a discussion. I'm excited for you, and I'm proud of you. And I'm excited. So yeah. So you see on the screen, this is the bookappreciationsociety.com, and let me share this here again. And we did ask you for the mailing address in case there are surprises. I love giving people surprises, and just I love spoiling my customers. So I even have the mailing address here. But the book club is online, so you guys, I'm now a part of this. Okay, it's his thing. He will be leading the discussion and meet on a weekly basis. Why don't you repeat again? What are the things that come with? I think you have it on the website. Yeah.
So, so you have I send you daily inspirational book quotes, and send them through text message. We also have a weekly Zoom book club where we read and discuss, and there are fun games, challenges, and prizes. I also have a list of carefully curated books, and there's also room for you to add your own recommendations. I also have a digital library of guides and tips on how to read more books.
It's amazing. That's it. And the website is, I will even purchase the domain.
Yeah.
And actually, Aidan, do you want to share with people? And because we purchased the domain, and yesterday when we took our family walk, you and I were actually talking about when other people, when your domain becomes so big, so popular, people purchase. Remember that discussion?
Yeah.
What did we talk about? I want to share with others.
Well, so I learned this new word from a book, and it's called trademark. Have you ever heard of it? Called the Hunger Games. You'll know Katniss Everdeen. Katniss, she isn't Katniss without her bow and arrow. Iron Man isn't Iron Man without his suit. And basically Captain America isn't Captain America without his shield. Like everyone has their own trademark thing. The trademark is custom without walls. My trademark, I guess, is it's now Book Appreciation Society. And if someone wants to buy from me, like I feel like no matter how much money they offer me, I would never say yes because like I already have like if it gets really big and someone could buy it, like I'm gonna be saying goodbye to all these people, and they all rely on me, and like I just couldn't stand like.
Yeah, so we had a really nice discussion, and he was asking me what would happen to me. I don't think I want to give up a classroom without us, but we had some really fascinating conversations there. But anyway, so this is our Aidan's very first official online business that he started. I facilitated and he created on his own. I'm really proud of you, and inspiration. Shout out from the Cloud Appreciation Society for inspiring us to start this, even though I have no idea who they are. I don't know them. So why don't you say a few final words to encourage people to join?
Okay. One. I hope you like this and you'll join. If you don't want to join me, if you don't think I'll be able to offer a good package, that's completely fine. And there'll always be other people.
I love your detached from this. I love that. Yeah. And he was worried. He said, "Oh, we're going to read the Warriors cast." He said, what if people don't like this book? I said, don't worry, people who don't like this book, they're not going to join your book appreciation society. Right? And I also hope that through this experience, you are going to learn to deal with rejections because now everyone's going to, someone's going to say, this is crap, I'm not going to pay you $5. But some other people, this is like so cheap. So learn and to deal with rejections. Yeah.
Yeah, and also when we went live, I think another time we had a debrief session, and I felt like you were criticizing me. And if someone doesn't like it, remember I mean, yes, you can be attached to your work, but like your work doesn't define you. Like if someone doesn't like book appreciation, if someone doesn't like your company, it doesn't mean you're. If someone says, "Hey, I hate your company. It's terrible," it doesn't mean you're a terrible person.
Amen. That is profound. I mean, that took me a long time to understand the separation between my work and me. I just like when people reject or criticize my work, it has nothing to do with me, right? That's something I want Aidan, all of my children to learn. I will tell them I love you, but this is let's talk about the work. We do a debrief. We're probably going to do a debrief. Now, probably we are going to do a debrief after this. Think about the things that went really well, the things that could have been better. Just like the planner, right? We have a section because this is what I discussed for my planners coaching call yesterday. And I discussed negativity bias. Do you remember negativity bias?
Yeah. So negativity bias means like humans, we have a thing. I don't know what it is, but we always focus on the bad things. Like even if like even okay, let's say they're let's say 99%. Okay, let's say 100 people joined my book appreciation society, and 99 people is like, oh, we loved it. Thank you so much. You helped us so much. This is amazing. And one person said, I don't like this. This is bad, and I'm not interested in this. This hasn't helped me. People will always focus on that 1%, while like there's like 99% everyone loves it, like right behind them. Like if there's like one person that doesn't like it, you'll be like, no, my business is ruined. Nobody will like it.
Oh yeah, definitely. So that is an activity bias. That's why daily celebrations is really how we train our brain. The same way we train our dogs, right? Our brain is always paying attention to the negative, and so and that's what something we work out like to really rewire our brain, train our brain to focus more on the positive side. That's why we do those debriefs and also help them understand that. But anyway, so if you do know, thank you so much, Aidan, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining us live. And if you do know people who have teenagers and who are struggling with reading more books, or maybe even if they are not struggling, they just love reading books and they love to read books with another kid. Have some discussions and just grow this thing. So I'm excited to see how this is going to unfold. And so share the website is well, you want to mention the website?
Yeah. So www.bookappreciationsociety.com.
Yeah,
You
like
can just put in Book Appreciation Society.
we were actually surprised when we purchased the domain. I was like, wow, this is now taken. So I really feel pretty lucky. This is like not taken yet. So yeah. So bookappreciationsociety.com, and we are going to, as soon as he got one member, we can really just get started. And so if you know other $5, it's really the cup of coffee. And so if you know other kids and teenagers at this age, 10 or 9 or 14, wants to be a part of this initiative and turn out with other book lovers. And so come join us and share this. And so thank you. And next week I have my next week I have hold on I'll share my I have Dale. I thought he was coming this week, but I got the schedule wrong. So to share my screen again. So next week I have this the amazing Dale and come join my show to talk about homeschooling. He is actually a very successful entrepreneur, And he didn't even have a college degree, which I was actually surprised to discover this yesterday. He does not have a college degree, but those of you who follow him online, he's an incredible human being, has a very successful business. So we're going to have him on the show to talk about education, homeschooling, and the miscellaneous in education, and how can you help your children become successful, resilient, all those essential life skills that I don't think schools are doing a good job at teaching our kids. And finally, if you haven't checked out my TED Talk, TEDx Talk, right now is on the TED page. So go check out my TED Talk. School is obsolete. What is next? And in this talk, I discussed miscellaneous education and why grades do not matter. I also talked about classroom without walls, my own tested and proven curriculum and framework designed and created by myself. So, and thank you so much, everyone. I really enjoyed. Did you enjoy this? It's not that bad,
Yeah.
right? And so, thank you so much, and for everyone's time. And I really appreciate you guys. You want to say something? Any last word? And come and support Aidan, join his book appreciation society if you know other people. So let's help him get to his five right, smart goal. Five people. I think we can make it.
My stretch goal is 100.
Stretch goal. Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much, everyone. We are going to like close this and do our debrief.
Bye bye.
Bye.